Hey guys, it's Megan with Megapixels Media. Last year I learned a very important lesson about micro weddings. I know it really wasn't a thing back then, but I'm really thankful for that lesson now, because now since the pandemic we've been getting a lot of requests for intimate weddings, and as of right now in Maryland we can only have small gatherings of 10, so everything is very limited. And I just wanted to give you guys a few tips on how to have an intimate wedding if you're interested in going that route. So number one, I would say, is to choose the right venue for you. Obviously, since there's only going to be like 10 to 20 people there, it's important to have a venue that's not too big and just the right space for you. So there's a lot of venues out there who are catering specifically to micro weddings or mini weddings. So if you just type that into either Google or Instagram, you'll be able to find a venue near you that caters to micro or mini weddings or elopements. If you have trouble finding them, reach out to your photographer if you have a photographer friend, and they should be able to give you a list. I know that I have a list of venues who are specializing in micro weddings, so if you're into that type of thing, hit me up at Megapixels Media. Number two, since it's a small gathering, it's easy to customize. You don't have to feel like you need to cater to anybody specifically. The only person you should be catering to on your wedding is you. So the wedding last year that I attended that was very intimate, it took place at, so the wedding last year that I had that was very intimate took place at Main Street Ballroom in Ellicott City, Maryland. This was a couple who traveled around the world together. They've been so many places and met so many people that when it came to their actual wedding day, inviting people, they only invited the people who were very, very close to them. So a very close-knit family, and they had a very intimate wedding. And when it came to the details of their day, everything was so much catered towards them. So like I said, they traveled, so there were globes of the world all over the place. There were suitcases, there were maps, and they even had like a star map of the day that they met. Oh no, they had a star map of the day that they got married, made for them, and everybody signed it, like 20 people or so. But it was very, very, like I said, it was intimate and so romantic. And I love when weddings cater to the couple. I love when it feels like it's just made for them. I love that custom feeling when it feels like it's made just for that couple. So that's the thing. So that's definitely one of my reasons why I put this in the keys for having an intimate wedding. Number three is actually my favorite. Include your favorite foods. And I know this is easy since it's not a lot of you. You don't have to cater to a lot of different people. You can have exactly what you want, and your budget can go a lot further for food when you have fewer people there. So I got to gush about this couple again. So the couple that traveled around the world, they had food from all around the world. It was one caterer, but this caterer, they made sure that they found a caterer who could do a lot of diverse dishes. And the way they had it set up throughout the venue, since there weren't a lot of people at the venue, they had it spaced out, like different stations of food spaced out. So like you could go to one place, it's Nicaragua, you can go to another place, Brazil, you can go to another place like Iceland, and have different foods that represented some of the favorite places that they went and traveled to. It was so cool, and all the food was so good. There was so much food. There was so much food that we could barely get through it, but not my job to get through the food. But it was really delicious, and I heard so many raves about the food from the guests that they really appreciated it. And what I say about weddings, you need good people, good food, good music, you're all good. Oh, and that brings me into the fourth key, is to have good music. So finding a DJ that reflects your style and knows the music that you want to play, that's in the DJ's realm. I don't pretend that I know how all this DJ stuff works, because that's not my niche. But finding a good DJ is crucial in a wedding venue, because it really dictates the way that how your crowd feels. And if you're having a micro wedding or a mini wedding, you want that feeling to be consistent, and you want the day to just flow. So if you're having an elopement, you may not even worry about all the reception details. But if you are having a micro wedding and you want your guests to enjoy a little bit of a cocktail hour along with a little bit of the speech and toast, then I really highly recommend finding a good DJ. And if you're in the Maryland area, let me know. I have some that are exceptional. Just reach out to me and I'll send you a list. My fifth key into having a beautiful, intimate ceremony is inviting just your closest friends and family. I know that's pretty much a given, and I kind of said it before, but it really dictates on how your day goes when you have the right people around you. I don't feel like you should just invite people to your wedding just for, you know, namesake, and just like, oh, I sent them something, you know, just so that they could come or anything. It really makes a difference when the people who care are there, and that's all I'm really gonna say about that. We all know that feeling. We all know that when we have the right people in our corner, that we can feel confident and true to ourselves. We're not faking for anybody. And as a photographer, those are the emotions that we want to see in people. We want to see your true self. We want to see you genuinely happy. We don't want to see you worried about, oh, is he there? Is she there? Today is about you and your significant other. That is what you should be focused on. And we just want you to have a good time and just remember that day for all the beautiful memories that it had in it. Not who was there or who wasn't there, or any family drama or anything like that. Okay, last but not least, you guys know I had to say this. This is arguably up there with your guest list, is making sure that your photographers are the right photographers for your day. I'm not just saying that because I am a photographer, but I can tell you from experience, that it makes a world of a difference. I would say that this is the #1 key to having a successful intimate wedding, is having a photographer who you feel comfortable around, who you feel a connection with, and whose art you actually like. Shameless plug coming in, I don't even care. We're a husband and wife team, so we've been in your shoes before. We know what it's like to be planning a wedding and to, you know, kind of keeping it as intimate as possible. We know everybody is not for everybody, so I feel like it's really important to dive down deep and find out who your artists are, if you have a connection with them, because like I've said before, you spend your wedding day with your photographers. You spend it with your spouse, but you spend a bulk of that day and your wedding planning process with your photographers, and it should be somebody who you can trust and who you feel comfortable with. Because we've been in your shoes, we try to arm you with as much information as possible to make this process as easy as possible. So we pride ourselves in having a free resource online through our blog and our YouTube channel of wedding information to help you understand the wedding industry and to get you to have the wedding of your dreams. And we know that differs from person to person, so we say the more information, the better. Don't eat that. Yeah, I'm talking to you. I see you. I see you. What? So I hope this video was helpful and informative for you. I hope that your wedding planning journey is a smooth one. I know with everything going on, everything's up in the air and could be a little crazy, but I'm hoping you have a little bit of peace with this. If you want to see more videos about wedding planning or just anything about the wedding industry, my husband and I are wedding photographers, and we try to upload to our YouTube channel daily. I'm sorry, no we don't. We upload to our YouTube channel weekly, so check it out. Also, you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Megapixels Media if you want to see more of our work and get to know who we are. I'd love to connect with you. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.